Hey, it's Scott here. I'm back to do another ILS mobile app video. So I think on this one here we'll do how to deliver something. So what you're looking at on the screen here is I've launched the app, and if it's the first time you're launching it, you may see a screen like this. But over here on this side here, the gear is settings. I think if you expand that, yeah, look at there. So I click the hamburger. That's what they call that, the three lines. You see sync and settings, because I have not synced this yet, so it doesn't know what I'm allowed to do in ILS. So for here, it shows me a SHRAN, and really you don't have to change any of these other ones, but I need to add a SHRAN because mine's not up there. So I click add SHRAN, put in your SHRAN, and I'm in our test environment, so I'm not really processing stuff at ILS. Now when I go up here to this drop down, you see I got two SHRANs. That should be set to 0. When you look at yours in production, that'll be a 0, so you won't have to change it. Hit save. And then it takes you right to the sync screen. See how it switched on you? So come down here and hit the sync button. So now what it's doing is that it's going back to ILS, and it's going to grab everything for 4852. It's going to check my user. It should prompt me for my PIN, yep, because I got my CAC in here. So it's going to authenticate my CAC, and now it's checking my account in ILS. It's grabbing all the records for 4852, all the asset management records, all the customer records. So of course, depending on how big your base is, this could take a minute, depending on how many records you have. And then when it comes back, it'll show me whether or not it was successful. And you always know it's syncing when you look down here at the bottom. You see the two arrows chasing each other. That way you know it's actually syncing. So once it's finished, then you'll see that. See, it just finished. So when I look up here, you'll see for 4852, I have 2 lines there, and that was a successful sync. I'm going to go ahead and collapse this. You see the error code there? So error, when it's a 0, it was good. This one here I did earlier, it's a 1, no good, something went wrong. But now that it's synced, you see how I got all these icons showed up here? So again, I can click here, and it'll show me the name, of what exactly. This is everything that I'm authorized to do, and I'm in the test environment, so I have everything. You can hit the home button, and that just gives you a kind of a different look. So for this one here, we're going to go do deliveries. So click on the truck. So every time you click on another menu, it does another sync. But see, these other syncs, as you navigate around the app, they go pretty quick because it's just looking for changes because you've already downloaded everything. So you'll see across the top here, build list, view list, deliver asset, deliver BSU. That's the different functions that you can do from the delivery menu. A lot of folks build a delivery list, but the reality is you really can't deliver from a delivery list on the mobile app. So that's a future enhancement that we want to do. But as you throw stuff on the truck, when you go to deliver that property, you got to scan each and every piece that you're delivering. So the benefits of really a delivery list aren't there, because you just can't deliver everything at one time. You just can't. I'll show you how you can scan multiple items and deliver it to the same customer. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go to deliver asset. You see, I just tapped on that, and up came this here. So now, you got to get the customer's name, and you can just type in last name, first name. So I put in my last name, select it, highlight it, and hit done. So now I'm ready to add asset management IDs. So for the purpose of this video, I'm on my laptop. I don't have a scanner and I don't have anything printed out. So I'm just going to do some copying and pasting. But if you're out there on the back of the truck, the idea is you would scan the asset management, the labels, and start building your list. So I'm just going to come here and copy them. Now when you scan them, oh, look at there. So it did a quick check. And if you look over here on this item's not received report, you'll see that one. I bet you that's classified, looking at that stock number, because it ends in EW. So the customer I picked, so let's pick something else. That was a good test. So now when I come up here and I add that one, there, it added it. Now when you're scanning these, it'll automatically add. You won't have to click that add button. So if you had multiples to deliver to the same customer, you'll just keep scanning property. And it'll just keep adding them as you scan them. Like I said, you won't have to click that add button. It's just, I'm copying and pasting, so I have to. All right, so I'm going to deliver those 3 things to the customer. Once you're done, then click done. Let's say you scan something, you're like, oh man, I don't want to deliver that to the customer. You just check it and then remove selected, and you can get it off the list. So hit done. It'll prompt the customer for their PIN. Give them the tablet, they put their PIN in there and they hit validate. And there, it will give you a count, deliver 2 assets recorded, and who you deliver it to. And that's really it for delivering. So, but this wasn't instantaneous, right? So, if I go check these 2 asset management IDs, they're not going to show delivered right now. Because when you're on the mobile app, all that's recorded on the tablet, and you have to do a sync to update that back to ILS. So as soon as I leave this screen, let's say I just go back to the home screen, right? You see the 2 arrows chasing each other down there? So right now it's taking and looking for updates, and it's going to take those 2 deliveries I just did and synchronize those back to ILS. And it's also looking for new stuff to download. So again, this shouldn't take as long, and this is all dependent on your network speed. There's a lot of factors, but there it goes. It's done. Now still, when I come back over here, which 2 did we deliver? I think I did this one. I guess we should have wrote those down. Because what happens is once you synchronize that back, ILS will go check every 3 minutes to see if there's anything new that's been synchronized from a tablet, anybody's tablet. So people could be running receipts or doing putaways or pulls or deliveries. Every 3 minutes, ILS will go check for anything that's been uploaded from a tablet and then process it, whatever it is. In this case here, we did deliveries. Now, I wasn't thinking ahead of time. I should have remembered what those asset management IDs were. But everything's recorded to audit trail. So by the time it syncs, I'll probably go in here and find what we did. Right, so when you do a delivery, part of that delivery process is it sends a transaction called a 1SI, and that's what clears the document control record. So nobody else has been really delivering stuff out here, so I'm the only one. Yep, there they are. So I synchronized from the tablet. It inserted, it uploaded those records to ILS. Every 3 minutes, ILS went and grabbed it. So it could be up to 3 minutes, right? If I synced and, 15 seconds later, that check could have been ran. So in this case here, if I click on that asset management ID, I should see, yeah, that's the one I just delivered. Yep, 30 July. And that's it for deliveries. Once you do it on the mobile device, it's going to be on, once you deliver it, it's on that database on that mobile device. and there's no way to get rid of it. So even if you delivered something and you just closed the app, didn't synchronize, didn't do anything, that delivery's still there, because the next person that picks up that tablet and logs in, the synchronization's automatically done, and those deliveries that you did are going to be synced up to ILS. So sooner or later, they're going to go. But the idea is, before you log out of the app, you should do a synchronization just to make sure that everything's off of there, and then close it. So you can manually come in here and click on the little clock there with the arrow, and I can just come down here and hit sync. So if I just want to make sure, before I put the tablet down, I want to make sure everything's off of it, hit the sync button. And when you hit that sync button, you see the sync type? I think I stands for incremental, P is partial, F is full. So I'm doing a full sync when I'm on this page and I hit the sync button. And that'll just make sure everything's off of there. Now when I looked at the other, see, so there it goes. I got an F, it's done. Let's go back to the truck real quick because I want to talk about one other thing. So I'm not talking about build or view list. We got to work on that capability. There's really no benefit to using it. But let's say you're delivering bench stock, right? So BSUs, you would click on the deliver BSU. So if I go back over here to my items not pulled or items not delivered, let's see if I got any BSUs. So BSUs are different. You don't actually deliver them to a customer. I don't have any, so I can't show you. When you go to do a BSU, you actually put a location in there, and wherever you're delivering them to, age, whatever. And then you just, same thing, you scan the asset management IDs, it builds the list just like it does on regular deliveries, and then hit deliver. Because the document control record is cleared when you pull a BSU, not when you deliver a BSU. So when the warehouse guy does the pull, that sends the 1SI and clears the document control record for a BSU. Really, when you drop it off at the bench stock location, you're really just doing a movement and closing the record, closing that asset management record by doing this process here. If you try to scan an asset management ID in here and it's like a DOR, it should give me an error. So let's say I take this asset management ID and I put that in there. See, it's going to come up and tell me that that's not a BSU, and it's right, it's a DOR. So you can't inadvertently deliver the wrong way. So that's it for delivery. We'll do a couple more videos on some other functionality. So thanks for watching.